Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the regular board meeting of the Winnipeg School Division for Monday, May 17th, 2021. Before we begin tonight's meeting, I would like to remind everyone to please turn off their cell phones and any electronic devices. This board meeting of the Winnipeg School Division is taking place on Treaty 1 land and the homeland of the Métis Nation. Call to order and roll call. Mr. Cochin, please proceed with the roll call.
Roll call for the regular board meeting of Winnipeg School Division for May 17th, 2021. Trustee Adele.
Here.
Trustee Reed.
Here.
Trustee Murdoch.
Here.
Trustee Dumont.
Here.
Trustee Shetkowski. Trustee Chen.
Here.
Trustee Broughton.
I am here as well. Thank you.
Approval of agenda, moved by Trustee Broughton, seconded by Trustee Chen, that the agenda be approved. Are there any additions? Trustee Dumont?
Yes, I would like to add Bill 64 as well as French Immersion report to the in-camera agenda, please.
Thank you. Can I get a seconder, please? Trustee Broughton? All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Reading and confirming of minutes, moved by Trustee Reed, seconded by Trustee Broughton, that the minutes dated May 3rd, 2021 be approved as distributed. All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Presentation and consideration of reports. A Superintendent's report number 5-2021 dated May 17th, 2021. Moved by Trustee Dumont, seconded by Trustee Murdoch, that the services of Nathan Martindale, teacher, be loaned to the Manitoba Teachers Society on a full-time basis effective September 1st, 2021 to August 31st, 2023. The Manitoba Teachers Society will reimburse the division for salary and other salary-related costs. All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Moved by Trustee Broughton, seconded by Trustee, seconded by Trustee Reed, that subject to Manitoba Education Schools Finance Branch approval, the tender of TNA Electric Inc. to supply all material and perform all work in connection with the fire alarm system upgrade project at Shaughnessy Park School be accepted in accordance with the plans and specifications therefore, for the total amount of $81,320, being the tender price, including provincial sales tax, excluding goods and services tax, and that the proper officers of the division be authorized to enter into a contract with TNA Electric for the carrying out of the work. All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Moved by Trustee Broughton, seconded by Trustee Chen, that subject to Manitoba Education Schools Finance Branch approval, the tender of TNA Electric Inc. to supply all material and perform all work in connection with the second floor lighting upgrade project at St. John's High School be accepted in accordance with the plans and specifications therefore, for the total amount of $148,195, being the tender price, including provincial sales tax, excluding goods and services tax, and that the proper officers of the division be authorized to enter into a contract with TNA Electric Inc. for the carrying out of the work. All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Moved by Trustee Dumont, seconded by trustee Shinkowski, that subject to Manitoba Education Schools Finance Branch approval, the tender of Bredan Construction Limited to supply all material and perform all work in connection with the universal toilet room and office renovation project at Earl Grey School be accepted in accordance with the plans and specifications therefore, for the total amount of $153,661, being the tender price, including provincial sales tax, excluding goods and services tax, and that the proper officers of the division be authorized to enter into a contract with Bredan Construction Limited for the carrying out of the work. All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Moved by trustee Reed, seconded by trustee Murdoch, the quote of U Build Inc. to supply all material and perform all work in connection with the petroleum storage tank decommissioning project at Norquay School be accepted in accordance with the plans and specifications therefore, for the total amount of $93,518.74, being the tender price, including provincial sales tax, excluding goods and services tax, and that the proper officers of the division be authorized to enter into a contract with U Build Inc. for the carrying out of the work. All those in favor?
I have a question.
Oh, sorry. Yes, trustee Reed?
I'm just curious as to, is this, I've never seen this in my years on here that no bids were received. Has this ever happened before? I haven't noticed it before.
Trustee Reed, just to respond to that, I haven't had this happen before. This happens to be a storage tank that was somehow, when they built the building in 1971, they concealed the old storage tank in the existing room. It was enclosed. Nobody knew until we accidentally found it. And we couldn't get anybody to remove the tank, which has about 259,000 liters, I think half full of oil, which is turned into sludge. And we tried twice to go to the environmental people to get this done. And twice they came back and they wouldn't bid on it. They just said it's not worth their money and time. I don't understand that, but that's what they said to us. So we had to approach we went directly to a general contractor who barely got someone to give him a price to get rid of it. So I've never had this happen before, but I need you all to understand the story behind this because it's so unusual.
Excellent.
But I've never had this happen before.
Okay, trustee Reed, does that answer? You're okay then? Okay. All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Moved by trustee Broughton, seconded by trustee Reed, that the tender of Global Mechanical Limited to supply all material and perform all work in connection with the annual servicing of air conditioning equipment project at various schools be accepted in accordance with the plans and specifications therefore, for the total amount of $82,900, being the tender price for a one-year term with an option to extend the contract for a second and third year, including provincial sales tax, excluding goods and services tax, and that the proper officers of the division be authorized to enter into a contract with Global Mechanical Limited for the carrying out of the work. Is there any questions? All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Oh, hold on a sec. North District Advisory Committee Report number 2-2021 dated April 27th, 2021. Moved by trustee Reed, seconded by trustee Shinkowski, that the North District Advisory Committee Report number 2-2021 dated April 27th, 2021 be received as information. Any questions? All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Central District Advisory Committee Report number 2-2021, dated April 28th, 2021. Moved by Trustee Reed, seconded by Trustee Chen, that the Central District Advisory Committee Report number 2-2021, dated April 28th, 2021, be received as information. Any questions? All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. South District Advisory Committee Report number 2-2021, dated April 29th, 2021. Moved by Trustee Reed, seconded by Trustee Shinkowski, that the North District Advisory Committee Report number 2-2021, dated April 27th, 2021, be received as information. All those in favor? Is there any questions? Any opposed? Carried. 4.5, Policy Program Committee Report number 2-2021, dated May 3rd, 2021. Moved by Trustee Reed, seconded by Trustee Dumont, that the Policy Program Committee Report number 2-2021, dated May 3rd, 2021, be received as information. Is there any questions? All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. French Immersion Advisory Committee Report number 2-2021, dated May 4th, 2021. Moved by Trustee Dumont, seconded by Trustee Chen, that the French Immersion Advisory Committee Report number 2-2021, dated May 4th, 2021, be received as information. Is there any questions? All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Student Advisory Committee Report number 2-2021, dated May 4th, 2021. Moved by Trustee Dell, seconded by Trustee Broughton, that the Student Advisory Committee Report number 2-2021, dated May 4th, 2021, be received as information. All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Moved. Agenda information. Moved by Trustee Shinkowski, seconded by Trustee Murdoch, that Information Correspondence IC36-21 to IC37-21 be received as information. Any discussion? All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. That Superintendent's Information Report number 4-2021 be received as information. Any discussion? All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. Business matters as defined in Rule 44.7, moved by Trustee Dumont, seconded by Trustee Shinkowski, that the board move into business matters as defined in Rule 44.7. Carried.
All right, Madam Chair, I would like to report on the following. The members of the board provided direction on the WTA collective agreement. Trustees Broughton and Dumont recused themselves from that discussion. The members of the board also discussed College Churchill Milieu Charter, remote learning, Wanty bargaining, pension plan, Manitoba, and the leaves of absence report, as well as the French Immersion report and Bill 64. I'd like to report that at 8:35, Trustee Murdoch left the meeting, returning at 9:52. as well.
Sorry, can I
move
speak
that-
something under WTA? Because it went too quick. I think we can
Oh,
speak.
I just said that the board provided direction on the WTA collective agreement. Trustees Broughton and Dumont recused. There
May
is
I
no
speak
motion.
on the record?
Point of order, there's no motion, it's just a report.
Yes,
Yeah.
no motion, but I think we can speak under any item.
But there's no.
I disagree. There's no motion, so there's no debate.
No debate, but we can still speak under any item. That's my understanding.
I don't believe.
There's no motion, there's no debate.
That's correct. There has to be a motion on the floor.
Yeah.
So we cannot make a comment?
No,
Not on
the procedural
not on-
bylaws are available to you,
Okay.
Trustee Chen.
Correct.
All right, so I move that subject to the approval of the Manitoba Education Schools Finance Branch, the proper officers of the division be authorized to enter into a one-year lease agreement with the Robert A. Steen Community Center, City of Winnipeg, for the Gordon Bell High School Senior Off-Campus Program for the period September 1st, 2021 until August 31st, 2022.
Can I get a seconder, please? Trustee Broughton, all those in favor? Any opposed? Carried.
I move that the board defer discussion regarding the Canadian Union of Public Employees to the next meeting. Trustee Chen declared a conflict and will not be voting on this motion.
Can I have a seconder, please? Trustee Reed, all those in favor? Any opposed? Carried.
I move that the request for the interchange agreement outlined in the confidential memorandum dated May 17, 2021 from the Chief Superintendent be approved.
Can I get a seconder, please? Trustee Reed, all those in favor? Any opposed? Carried.
I move that the appointment outlined in the confidential memorandum dated May 17, 2021 from the Chief Superintendent be approved.
Can I get a seconder, please? Trustee Broughton, all those in favor? Any opposed? Carried. And moved by trustee, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Still got
Sorry.
a couple more. I move to defer discussion on the Manitoba Building and Trades to the next meeting.
Can I get a seconder, please? Trustee Broughton, all those in favor? Any opposed? Carried.
Fine. At 10 p.m., the board moved into closed camera with Chief Superintendent, Secretary Treasurer, Director Human Resources, and Board and Community Liaison Officer to discuss Trustee Code of Conduct. And I move that Trustee Chen be censured for violations of the Code of Conduct.
Can I get a seconder? Trustee Reed, all those in favor?
I'd like to make a recorded voting.
Okay. All those in favor?
You need a second?
Oh,
Need a seconder to go to a recorded vote.
Trustee Murdoch is seconding.
Don't mind, but it's not recording.
All right.
Mr. Cochin will call out the names for the recorded vote.
Before that, we're in discussion. Are we, Chair?
Hey, Chen, you were going to speak?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. I would like to speak on the record. Over the past week, I have learned a lot from our teachers. What I read in dozens of teachers' emails are feelings held by our staff that have festered for a long time. Among the emails, there are many from teachers who have worked for the WSD for decades, and principals, clinicians, and counselors. Some of them, for the first time, opened their hearts to tell us, elected school trustees, about their stories. And my thoughts were with our educators over the past week. I'm elected by the people in the community to serve the best interests of our schools, and that includes supporting our educators. And I think elected school trustees should not be afraid of speaking up and standing up for the people. And I stand up and speak up for our teachers. That's all I want to say.
Okay, so I want to end this with closing this off. I want to acknowledge all of the trustees here who feel exactly the same way that you do about this. So I want to, on the record, that every trustee here cares about what goes on with the teachers and is committed to working with the teachers and has the best interest of the families and the children and all the people who are paying the taxes at heart too. So, Trustee Broughton?
I would like to say that you can be all those things, trustee, and still follow the rules of this board that are set out in legislation, in procedural bylaws, and in our code of conduct. This isn't your first violation of your code of the code of conduct. We've repeatedly given you opportunities to adjust your behavior, and you continue to flagrantly disregard the rules of this institution. You have not acknowledged once your breach of the code of conduct. You have not apologized for your behavior. You've taken no ownership of your failure to follow the rules. And you can speak about being an elected official all you want. Every elected official at every level of government has rules that they have to follow. You're no different. So speaking up for your community, please continue to do that
I'm back.
every day. But at the end of the day, you still have to follow the rules of this board and this institution.
Are we ready for the recorded vote, please, Mr. Cochin?
Ready to go. So we're recording the vote on the censure. Sorry.
Can we start with Trustee Shinkowski because she keeps going in and out?
Okay, sure. Voting for the censure.
Sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but I'm
Yes,
unable to hear
can.
you.
Yes. Yes.
Trustee Shinkowski, do you? Oh no, I just lost her. Sorry, Trustee Adele, we just lost her. Looks like.
I'm gonna phone her. So, Trustee Shinkowski's on the phone. Can you just ask her if I put her up here?
Can't hear you, Mr. Cochin.
Can't hear you, Mr. Cochin.
Sorry. Trustee Shinkowski, do you vote in favor of the censure vote on Trustee Chen?
Trustee Shinkowski?
Yes.
Okay,
Try it again.
can you just, here, I'm putting you near the computer so you can be asked.
Trustee Shinkowski, do you vote in favor of the motion to censure Trustee Chen?
Yes, I did.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to start again at the top. Trustee Adele?
Yes.
Trustee Reed?
Yes.
Trustee Murdoch?
No.
Trustee Dumont,
Yes.
yes. Trustee Chen,
No.
Trustee Broughton.
Yes.
Yes, yeses have it 5-2. Motion passed.
Okay. So moved by trustee Reed that the meeting be adjourned. All in favor? Good night, everyone. Thank you.